Well, good morning. I definitely didn't want to get up this morning. It's about 20 to 8 at the moment, and I think I've been up for about an hour. It was like I was stuck to the bed with Velcro, but I'm up. It's about 13 degrees outside, so yeah, it's definitely a cooler morning, and it was quite cool last night. So, and I even thought I feel like putting my thicker um, quilt cover, quilt on because it was too cold for me last night. Um, so anyway, what have we been doing? If I just lift it up a little bit, you'll see the coving. Can you see it? Between the wall and the ceiling, it's had one coat of paint. It was like a burgundy before, and we're painting it white. Well, I say we. It's the royal we because it's my husband that's doing it. So we had to move lots of furniture yesterday because what we've decided is we're doing decorating in bits instead of doing the entire room in one go like I used to. We've decided that we're doing it in bits because it's easier to do, and you've got to do things in your own pace, haven't you? I think when I was younger, I used to move all the furniture myself and I used to decorate myself. Not myself, the house, Don't think that, you could imagine me with all different sparkles on and well, I did used to decorate myself if I was going out. But anyway, where were we? Going off at tangents. So everything had to be moved yesterday. And I'm not a minimalist, so there was quite a lot of dirt went out of the house, and I don't mind saying it. Dust, and because we moved the big settee, it's a corner settee, and the small settee, we moved everything. Of course, we don't move the settee every time I vacuum. I couldn't do it. So we did find, of all strange things, obviously it needed vacuuming, and the settee seats and that, I did them. But we found 2 curtain rings under the settee. I'm not sure how they got there. I know I do use them in crafts. What I normally do, if you've watched me for a long time, is I normally crochet around them to make them into little wreaths for if you want them for different seasons. So that's to do with those. So somehow I've sat crafting and 2 of them have gone underneath the settee. But there you go, you see, I tell you all my secrets. I think we might go out today because, like I say, yesterday was a bit of a mammoth thing with moving everything out. And of course there was all my craft things as well. I do keep a lot of them downstairs, and I do keep a lot of books downstairs because it's the living room and I live in here. So and I always like to be doing something. And at the moment, if I can just pick it up, it's got a little bit ravelled, and of course my crochet nooks come off. I'll just pop it back on again and I'll show you. Excuse me for coughing. First thing in the morning, I'm always bad. I'll just show you what I've been doing. A little bit more of the crocheting. No particular pattern, I've no idea what this is called. All I've been doing is I chained a long line and then I chained 3 and then put it into the first line, and then when I went over it the first time I chained 5 at the side and put it in the middle of the chain. I didn't go into the chain, I just put it in the hole. So if I turn it round, I'll show you what I mean. So what I've been doing is chaining 3. This is how I have to do it because of my hands. Chaining 3 and then going in to the hole, picking that up, taking those 2 off, chaining 3 and then going into the next void, the next hole. And that's what I've been doing. I've no idea what it's called, but I like the look of it. I like the look of that a lot. It reminds me of string bags that we used to have. I don't know what this is going to be. It might even be a bag, or it might even be a shawl, because I love the colour. That was one that I got the other day. 2 really big balls. One of them had been opened, but it was almost full. And they were £1.50. So that's how that is. If you saw the other day the Tupperware that I got free and the 2 tower saucepans, well, the tower saucepans have gone off to somebody that needed them, and they've sent me a picture yesterday of them being used, and they're very grateful. So that's a lovely thing, isn't it? That's what life should be about, isn't it? Instead of just thinking about yourself, if you can think about others as well, they often think of you, you know, because it's little acts of kindness, isn't it? And it's not just receiving things that makes you happy. To me, it's giving things as well. I'll just show you. You'll have to excuse my lipstick. This is coming off as soon as I've finished on here. This is a new lipstick and I don't know what it's doing here, but it's set like clay. Right, anyway. I've still let my hair do its grey thing, so there we go. I'm just going to show you what I'm wearing. So this top is by Apricot. Let me just push you right back so I can do a twirl, Anthea. And look at it. Isn't that brilliant? It's lovely at the sides. You're going to have to go a little bit further back. You'll soon be in the street. But yeah, I absolutely love it. And I thought to myself, is it wrong to have 2 different types of animal print? And I thought, no, we'll go for it, because I think this, well, I don't know what this is, but it's got all sorts on it. But I thought, no, let's wear it. And then I thought, what am I going to wear around my neck? Now this should go shorter. It should actually be attached into there. And I thought, well, I don't want to do that. I want a longer one. So I just put it over my head. Aren't I a rebel? So the top, I absolutely love it. It was £2 from the car boot sale that we went to the other day. I think my trousers were £1. So for £3, I've got myself a nice little outfit. As you can see, the coving has had 1 coat. You'll probably see that for quite a while now, until we feel like giving it a second coat. When you're retired, I think you can do things like that. You know, probably a lot of people will say, well, I don't know how you can live with that. Well, I can't really see it most of the time because I'm looking that way and it's all decorated. It doesn't bother me. Little and often wins the race. And it's not a race, is it? And it's not about keeping up appearances. It's about what suits you. This is your home. And, you know, that's all that matters, isn't it, really? If it's being improved all the time, I can't see a problem, you know, so don't worry about that. But that was fantastic about the saucepans, wasn't it? Getting those, and all the Tupperware as well. Now, yesterday I did loads of beetroot. My husband dug out the rest of the beetroot So what I do is I wash the beetroot, because I say to my husband, always leave quite a big amount of stalk on the top, because the best way to buy beetroot, if you buy it in its natural state, is to make sure that it's got plenty of stalk at the top, because if it hasn't, it's not worth having. It was my dad that told me that if you cut beetroot too near to the actual bulb, it'll bleed, and it doesn't taste as nice. Beetroot's got a lovely earthy flavour, and to keep that flavour, you make sure that you don't cut the tops too short. Just leave them about like that, and you know, so that you can get them all in the pan. Obviously you can't leave them too long, but just leave them tiny, just that you've got some, and cut them just before you're going to put them in the pan. So what I did was I cut them and put it all ready to go in the compost. Gave them a good clean, cut off the roots with a pair of scissors, because it's the easiest thing to do. I cut the tops off with scissors. I use scissors for cutting things in the kitchen all the time. Going on to a side note, which you know I do, if I do eggs and soldiers, which is boiled eggs with bread and butter, or just bread in some people's diet, they just like it ordinary bread, don't they, without butter. I always cut the soldiers, which are long strips of bread, to dip in the egg. I explain myself, so because some of you might not have heard of it. I always cut the bread with my scissors. I never use a knife to cut it. I just get my scissors, chop it. It's much quicker. I cut loads of things up like that. So I was talking about beetroot. So then it's clean. It's add the roots cut off with the scissors. The top little bits just left, and then I put them in the slow cooker. I fill the slow cooker about at least a third way up of water, so that by the time you've got the beetroot in, it's almost covering the beetroot. Don't have it too high, or it'll bubble up, you know, you've got to be careful. And then I'll leave it in the slow cooker on high. I make sure that I'm in the house. I wouldn't leave it on high once I've gone out or anything. And I can get on with other jobs then. And then I just get a fork after it's been cooking for quite a long time. Make sure it's nice and soft to the way you like it. I like it to be quite soft, but not too soft. And then what I do is I got a Tupperware bowl, because of course I'd found them the other day for free. Obviously I've washed them all, and I put cold water in the Tupperware bowl, and I carefully take the beetroot out, put it into the cold water in the bowl. Always be careful, because it's absolutely red hot water that the beetroot's cooked in. And then I skin the beetroot. To do it with my hands. The cold water will keep it cool, so well, cooler. But once it's hot, straight away, I put it in jars, and then I put a flat dessert spoon of sugar in the bottom, and then I fill it up with vinegar and put a couple of peppercorns in, and put the lid on. Once you put the vinegar in, I use white vinegar. You can use any vinegar. And then I shake it a little bit till all the sugar has dissolved. And that's how I do it. So I thought I'd just tell you that little bit. So if you've got any questions about it, just ask me, because that's one of the things that I do. I absolutely love the slow cookers, as you know, and yesterday I got 2 of them on the go, and as I was taking some of the beetroot out, I was filling it back up again. Now I did leave the beetroot water in because it was red hot, but like I say, do be careful. You know, do be careful. But once you've put the beetroot in the Tupperware or whatever you know you've got, cold water, it's so easy to skin. It really is. You've got to have asbestos hands if you do it when it's red hot, but you'll soon get the hang of it, and it's lovely. Beetroot is very good for you, very, very good. So if you can put that into your diet, I would recommend it. It's got loads of benefits to your body. So there we are. Anyway, I better go because I have a strong feeling my husband will be back soon, and I think we're going to go out today. I want to nip into Marks and Spencer's because I want to get some of their Cocoa Pops, you know, their brand, and also I want to get some of their washing up liquid. They've got some that's clear. I think it might be called Jasmine and something, and I tried it the other day. It wasn't too expensive, obviously because it's me, isn't it? You know that I'm always on the lookout for a bargain, but it's the little things in life I find that make me feel happy, and I love the smell of this washing up liquid, and I like the look of it, and it's like I always say, it's the little things in life that make your life good, I think, but that's just a personal opinion. Right, anyway, I've waffled on for far too long. Lots of love, everybody, and thank you for all your support, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bless you. Bye.